Oh, right, but session 69. The title's gonna be nice, the description's just gonna say nice. And then one of the tags is gonna be nice.
Nice.
Q-tips for Q-tip.
Getting back into it. Picking up where we last left off.
It's been a while.
The party once again split up and went their separate ways, with Octha and Cass traveling back to Keimhurst to speak with the Artorn in hopes of discovering a way to counter Tarathiel's ability to look into the elisborn party's memories. The two arrive in the city seeing that it is overrun with refugees, both draconic and non-draconic, displaced after Tarathiel's armies began sacking the cities. They were taken to a meeting room where they spoke with Bridget, Marks, and Aaron, explaining the situation. Bridget brings forth an idea. She could use naming. Alter the elisborn true name to force the body to take the form that they had before death. Doing so would revert them away from being an elisborn, in theory, preventing Tarathiel from utilizing their memories against them. Bridget warns that the process, while likely to work, has a chance of failure. That should something go wrong, their names will unravel. It will be as if they had never existed. Octha informs Tomo of the information after they and Utgard went to investigate throughout the city, to which they discovered a crime scene where one of the High Council members was killed in their home the night prior. The evidence shows that there was a struggle, that the victim died in the main foyer, and after attempting to investigate alongside the two detectives there, it is clear that the crime scene aligned with Dacton's injuries, thinking that he perpetuated the crime, or at the very least, was framed. Meanwhile, Sweet Daisy and Nolson spoke with Izakaya once again, ensuring he was safe and attempted to glean information out of him. They were able to get nothing, however, and thinking him slightly suspicious, but with other things to do, they reunited with Tomo and Utgard, who were informed of Octha and Cass's discovery. With nothing more to do, the four released Dacton and Declan from the panic room and informed them of the developments. Realizing he might need to make an appearance to dissuade some suspicions, Dacton flies off to handle the situation, while Declan is brought with the others to Keimhurst. While there, the party spends some time deliberating, talking about the decision and the risks they are about to take with Bridget's plan. Cass, Tomo, and Declan agree to move forward with Bridget's proposition, with Utgard refusing. After meeting with Tomit's new partner, the party is led to Bridget's room, where she performs the ritual. Cass, Tomo, and Declan lay before the dragon, where she speaks the language of creation. And after a tense moment, the ritual is performed. Cass, Tomo, and Declan awaken, now returning to their bodies that they had before they were killed.
Ooh.
So, getting into it, I have some XP to give you all.
Whoa! Am I gonna level up 3 times, Kyle?
Maybe not. For seizing the opportunity and giving Cass, Tomo, and Declan new forms, you are all granted 1,500 XP.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Why is no website working? Why does Mythweavers hate me?
Do I get any catch-up XP, Kyle?
Or what is your XP total right now?
I am still 10th level.
What? Yeah, what is your total, though?
52,650.
It was 1,500, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just double checking. We're at 797.
Yeah.
You could go up to 5,500.
To 55,000? Or... Wait.
You said 52...
I'm at 52,650.
52... Okay, yeah, 55,000.
Next level is 55,000. Okay.
Yes, 55,000.
Yo, Octa level up.
Level up! Level up!
Let's go! I'm level 11 now.
You got
But-
this.
Getting back into it, the tension in the room doesn't entirely subside as Cass, Tomo, and Declan all slowly awaken to their new forms, but it does alleviate slightly. Bridget kind of takes in the entirety of the situation, looks at her markers and notices that you are all still there, kind of mumbles something to herself, and then kind of collapses onto her back,
Oh,
seemingly exhausted.
Daisy, do you have anything that would kind of heal the mind?
You can see Marks walks up and looks down at her and just says, it looks like she'll be alright, she just needs some rest.
Okay.
The exertion of that seemed, more than anything she's ever given. Well, in at least a few hundred years. And Marks goes and picks up Bridget and brings her over to the bed.
Never mind.
But regardless,
as everyone is sort of taking it all in, Utgard's gonna step out and go like on like a balcony or somewhere.
okay. Immediately, you go out into a hallway that connects all these different chambers where nobles, either visiting the king or other members of the royal family, have their living quarters. But it's not hard to find an exterior balcony, to glass-covered doors that lead out into kind of like a semicircular balcony that overlooks the gardens.
And he's gonna take out the sending stone that he was given and just sort of contemplate for a bit.
All right. Meanwhile,
How
you
do you feel?
take in yourselves.
I'm gonna look at
Your-
Cass and just I'm gonna sit up and like take it in myself, and I'm gonna look at Cass, who somehow still looks pretty similar to me. Like we could still be kind of brothers, maybe. And just kind of smirk. And say, I think we look more now like brothers than before.
Castle, still laying down, turn his head over to Tomo and go, yes, I agree. That is... This is really weird.
It's
The
very
fact that we just constantly are looking like each other.
This is sort of off-putting. I am not unconvinced. You're not me in a different universe.
A different world, perhaps. We don't actually know how the material planes work with each other, so who knows? Fits up.
I'm sorry, are you guys trying to
And-
say that you are the same person, just from different worlds?
Oh, probably not.
Okay, alright, yeah, that'd have been
I'm
great.
not
Cass is gonna-
unconvinced.
Cass is gonna grab the whisker that fell out of the no longer existing braid. And he's gonna look over to Sweet Daisy and go, we'll have to find some other way to fashion this, but I don't think I can quite braid this anymore.
I mean, I can make you like a hairpin.
That works. I was thinking earring, but
That works too. But you might have to give me a little bit to study jewelry making before I can try and do that.
well, hopefully we'll have time.
It's going to take me a while to get used to this new face. Are you feeling okay? Like your heart's not intersecting with a kidney or something? Like everything feels like it was put back properly?
No, everything's fine.
Oh
He's
shit,
gonna-
my heart is on the other side now.
Oh, I have that one like genetic disorder.
Do I have 3 spleens?
And Cass is gonna stand and look at all the others and then back at Sweet Days and go, I mean, if you ever missing that old face, he's going to use humanoid shape, his draconic invocation, and he's going to look just like Cassio, tear streaks and all.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a way to do it.
And then it's going to melt back into Frayne.
Yeah.
I forgot you could do that.
I didn't like that it melted.
I didn't know you could do that. I'm gonna say the new look. It's gonna sound weird, less creepy, in like a good way.
Well, yes, Elisborn was known for being creepy.
It never put me off. I was fine.
Look, my hands are the correct proportions now.
It was literally only put me off the first time we met. So it's kind of, this is going to get time to use, like, take time to get used to.
I'm gonna be
It's
honest.
very
I
strange.
truly don't think I can speak. I started dating one, so.
Cass is gonna hold out his hand for Tomo and for Declan.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a high five
Declan, and- yes,
situation.
out of-
Are we?
No, you're still sitting on the ground. I was going to help you up.
Out of all 3 of you, as I mentioned before, Declan is the most drastic change. In his elisborn form, he was pretty much humanoid. You know, at a glance, he looked human. But now he is a full, like, old school spell scale. So he looks closer to a half dragon than Octha.
Pretty bad.
You know, his scales are a more kind of like off-whitish eggshell pearlescent color.
And he's got like the long lizard tail and stuff, right?
Yeah, and he has a tail, but he kind of stands up, you know, taking your hand.
How short
and
is
kind
he?
of- He's not.
Is he shorter than Octa?
He's not very short. He's not shorter than Octha. He's pretty tall for a spell scale, actually. He's maybe like 5'10", 5'11", something like that.
Oh, he's really tall for a spell scale.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he kind of like looks down at his hand, kind of taking everything in. You can see the clothes kind of don't fit him a bit anymore, but he's just like,
Didn't wear clothes
Wow.
hardly, anyways.
it's. This is true. He's like, it's strange. I kind of got used to the old body. And I'm back. Not that I'm complaining, but
I
you know,
mean,
it's just different.
it's fine. You know, your new look matches your age.
It's a good fit.
Thanks.
Do I
tall did
remember him
Cass
now that
get?
he's in his...
Vaguely.
Vaguely?
You know of their kind. He obviously was one of the, you know, dragon knights who swore fealty to the dragons and whatnot. Him specifically, though, you still can't like place him or like remember
Oh.
specifically knowing him. But
I was gonna do
it's
funny.
yeah, but it's more like oh yeah, I remember seeing you guys around. That kind of thing.
Which dragon breed was he sworn to? It was yellow, right?
Yes,
Yellow?
he was
Yeah, I
he was
wasn't
sworn to
positive.
the yellow dragons and is now
That's what I thought.
sworn to the purple dragons through
Yeah.
Cass.
I just was not positive.
How tall did Cass get?
You know,
Or
it's like
shrink.
8 foot.
Powering.
You know what? Let's find out.
Are you
gonna roll for it?
I am.
For a better visualization, I made a mini for Declan's new form actually.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
First we're gonna do a roll to
No.
see if he grows or shrinks.
you gotta do odds
um,
or evens.
I'm gonna say odds he shrunk, and evens he grew.
And then he was like what, 6'8"?
6'6", he grew.
Okay, so
I'm just gonna use a D4.
Oh.
interesting.
Okay.
Taller.
He has grown 2 inches. He
He's
is
now 6'8".
6'8".
Almost
my
rocking 7
God.
feet.
You're
No wonder why he wasn't off-put being so tall and spindly. He's like, I've had worse.
You're almost 2 feet taller than Og, though.
I made Tomo like 2 inches taller. It's no big deal. It's not 6'8". It's like 6'1".
I mean, I didn't decide this. It was the dice. I was going to keep him 6'6" until you asked. So, yeah. So when Cass stands up, you guys notice there's a little less discrepancy between the ceiling and him.
I'm gonna be honest, it looks about the same for me.
Nothing has changed for me. I did not realize.
Oh,
You're now just going to accidentally hit your head on shit now.
I feel as
It
though I
was
could reach the
before.
second
I know,
level
but
of
now
a
you're not
building if
gonna
I stood on
expect
your
it.
shoulders.
Hmm?
I feel as though I could reach the second story of a building if I stood on your shoulders.
I do not think I'd be able to stand while you were doing that, but maybe.
Well,
Why?
Isn't Utgard like 6 foot something as well? You guys could do like a tower and hit the 3rd story.
Utgard, how tall are you?
Utgard is 6 feet flat.
6 foot flat.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Utgard, then Tomo,
Then Cass.
and then Cass. That's at least 18 feet, minus the inches.
So, Cass, you're now officially a foot taller than Olsen? Like an actual foot taller?
Jeez.
I think he's gonna squint at Nolson a little bit and just he like holds his hand like to where Nolson used to be in his vision.
Well, it's only a 2-inch difference. Only a 2-inch difference.
Yeah, but that's noticeable if you suddenly grow 2 inches. Have you ever put on 2-inch heels?
No.
You're gonna see when we start balding
I
really
actually
easily.
have.
Yeah. So
It
Cass
is
is like,
noticeable.
did I grow? Did I grow?
Yeah.
You almost certainly grew.
Yeah, you're very tall.
I understand how you were with a dragon now.
What?
Yeah, it's starting. You know, the height is starting to make a lot more sense.
I thought I got taller when I was an elisborn. It seems I was incorrect.
As far as I remember, all of the dragon riders were like this. They were
Tall string beans.
pretty tall, yeah.
Oh, Cass.
This is Declan.
Declan said that, yeah.
Yes.
Sweet Daisy's gonna walk over to Cass and hand up his piece of neck jewelry.
Take it and clasp it back on.
That looks a bit better, a bit more familiar.
So, I'm gonna go make sure Utgard's okay, because he kind of walked out pretty solemnly.
Yes.
I'm glad you're back, and I'm gonna be honest, you didn't change, Tomo. You're still you, the person I fell in love with, so you don't have to worry about anything from me.
There's a very darkening of the face, but it's more like darker shade than red, because he's definitely a lot more melaned now, which is not hard to
He
do
has more
compared to the
melanin.
last shade.
He was very pale.
You're so translucent, maybe at some point.
Translucent, maybe.
Uh,
Yes. Utgard. While this was happening, what would you like to be doing?
Can I roll a sense motive check on the DM to see if this is a bad idea or not?
On me?
Yeah.
Or the DM character? You have
On
to specify.
Kyle.
On me? Sure.
If I am to use this sending stone, is this a bad idea? That's not bad.
Interesting
I
choice.
feel like if you have to ask that, I think you might already know the
that's
answer.
a 22.
22.
Uh-huh.
Do whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah, you shouldn't have.
Oh, you
asked
bitch.
about-
We don't
Is he gonna
know where
kill
the
us
sending
all?
stone is from, do we?
Nope.
Yeah.
Only
No.
Cam
Only
knows
Cam
where the
knows?
sending stone came
I
from.
can make an assumption based off
Yeah,
of all of these
I mean,
questions.
Same, but I don't know for sure.
Who could it be?
No, I'm pretty positive I know who it is. I think I could place a bet.
You want to roll for it, Cam? Make it easy for you?
You want to use the fate chart? Ooh.
No. The problem is the last time I made an interesting choice, we kind of started the dominoes where Redwood died. So,
This is
This is very true.
The fate
but,
chart.
Surely not twice in one campaign.
Surely.
Don't look at the Thursday
Hey, Lex.
campaign.
Never.
Yeah,
I
It's
need
not
you to
Thursday.
go. I need you
It's
to
not
go find some wood and knock on it.
Look, my face traits.
I have green onions. Does that count?
No.
Anyway.
Wait.
Anyway, Utgard, what would you like to be doing?
Utgard is going to clutch the stone tighter, and he's gonna use it.
No, I don't like that face Kyle just made.
What would you
I
like
don't
to say?
I have more questions. I'd like to meet up again. That's it.
Why are you shaking your head? Yes,
You son of a
man.
bitch!
Yeah.
You use the sending stone,
Goodbye, Utgard. We will miss you.
I have to anxiety pee already.
and you get a response. And the familiar voice of Tarathiel comes to you as he says,
Oh my.
"Join me then." And you,
Ooh.
behind you, you see a portal open, tinged on the edges with green, a spectral starscape beyond.
Well,
Do you
Cam,
step
do you want to make a
inside?
new character? Do you want to make a new character? I think this is what
No,
makes
no,
me.
no.
Am I
Not
about
that
to?
bad.
Am I about to walk
It's that
out
bad.
to
It is
Utgard going
absolutely
into a
that
fucking
bad.
portal?
I
You
mean,
step
I
inside- Shh, everyone,
Quiet.
this is, you are not there. Do you
I
step
would-
through the portal?
yeah, I think that you guys were talking for long enough where this is going to be unknown.
Hmm.
Utgard's going to look at it. Contemplate for a moment and then step through.
It's very interesting.
You step through the portal as it closes behind you. And Doktha, as you exit the room, you can't find Utgard anywhere.
Is this
You
a
don't know where
reverse
he went.
whisper moment?
Cam, do you want to see if our reverse whisper is working right now?
It might not even.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You might.
I was thinking you were
Sure.
going to turn into an NPC until we got to final fight.
Octha. Could you make a search check for me, please, to look for Utgard?
Did you make a quick search check?
I mean, I can. Oh, actually, you know what? It's not.
Go
a
I
negative.
Spy your uncle.
Oh, hey, you know that's a
I spy your
19.
uncle.
You know,
19?
he's not that hard to spot.
You
He is in crystalline armor.
you begin looking around, exiting out that room. You're thinking, and you're like, you couldn't have gone that far, and you're looking around, kind of like opening through doors, looking. You ask a few servants if they saw him. It takes you maybe a good like 30 minutes of walking around until eventually you do find Utgard. You see he's on a balcony very close to where you first started looking for him.
How did I miss?
He's standing there, back facing to you, looking out over the gardens.
I just wanted to come check in on you. You kind of walked out pretty quickly after. Didn't
You
say
can see
anything.
that. You can see that he kind of jumps a little bit, and as he turns around, you see him put something into his pocket. He's like, "Oh, yes. Sorry, there's a lot on my mind.
Are you okay?
I think so. Yes, it was a very big decision, whether or not I should join them, and just pondering the road we've been on, where it will take us.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Man, you smell like Tarathiel. I'm just kidding.
Man, you smell like a liar.
You smell like a bitch.
No, yeah, and I mean, I think we all kind of respect your decision not to. This is kind of you. Although, I feel like if you would change, I'd be kind of curious to see if you became. What was the name again from
Nikolai.
Nikolai? It'd be kind of cool to see you as either Nikolai or the god Utgard. I mean, I feel like those would have been pretty fun.
I mean, I think that the god Utgard is pretty similar to what I look like now.
Oh, okay.
I think Nikolai would have been quite the change. I didn't go gray quite as, or I wasn't gray. I had more angular features. Would have been quite the change.
So you would have been young
But
and spry again, is what I'm hearing.
No, I don't think it reverses aging as much as one might wish.
All right.
But I think I'm happy with my choice.
Well, if you're happy, then I'm happy.
He just reaches out and like pats you on the shoulder, and you're used to Utgard being like he's a pretty positive, kind of jovial guy. And one thing that you would notice because you just spent so much time with him is right now his smile, it's not quite reaching his eyes. You can see that he's probably like there's something that's still weighing on him a lot.
I mean, if you ever want to talk about anything, you can always ask me. I don't know if you know this. I mean, I guess you've been traveling with us for a while. I can't really read people, but I feel like I'm kind of reading something there. But I won't pry or anything. Like I don't want to overstep.
If I should need to talk to someone, I will come to you. I promise.
Okay.
I appreciate the offer.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of helped bring me back to life. I know, like, I was alive before, but I wasn't really alive, And outside of, you being family, I just feel like I kind of owe you a shoulder if you ever need one.
Well, you don't owe me anything off that. You are family. And I will do anything to protect you.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
No.
Should we join?
I've been gone for too long.
Yeah,
We should rejoin the others.
Yeah, we probably should, yeah.
Aktha and Utgard do rejoin the lot of you. Sweet Daisy, Tomo, Cass, and Nolson. You see Aktha and Utgard enter into the room. Along with Aktha.
Sorry we were gone for so long. He was hiding on a balcony.
That's all right. Welcome back. Welcome back. Cass is 2 inches taller.
Even taller.
And their dick is huge.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, while you guys were gone, we did
You
re-roll.
did not know
for-
you
Yeah.
missed shit.
While you guys
Jesus
were
Christ.
gone, we did roll for Cass's dick size.
I know, there's zero context. Dick, you.
Oh, I
Wow.
hate that that's now in the video.
Yep.
Wow.
It is indeed.
Cameron,
Now
why
it's
did
a
you
video.
do that?
Wow.
And you put it there, Cameron.
You
I
did
did.
this.
To be fair, I thought it was funny.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah, Cass is going to look over and go, I thought that I had grown when I was an elisborn. Turns out I'm, well, Frayne is taller.
Are you done growing now at least?
I hope so.
No, I'm
so-
still
I mean-
going through puberty.
You're already like a
I mean,
roost tree.
he's gonna do a, Cass is gonna do like a internal check of everything. He doesn't have any weird sort of magic that make him fucking grow.
No.
Cool. No,
Yeah, that's just
no
your-
sudden enlarged person.
Nope, that's just your natural. That's just your natural height.
Yeah. I'll see.
Personally, I don't see the difference in height, but I do believe I've also gotten taller.
you grew as well, right?
Also 2 inches taller. So the
Cass
proportion
is gonna
just
squint. Did you? You don't look different. Did you grow as well?
yeah, yeah, not much, but
Oh, I was about to say all of those spawn just 2 inches shorter than their actual self, but that's not the case for Declan.
Yeah, he's looking down at himself and just.
I don't know. He's shorter now, right? Like he was taller
Yes.
before.
He was
I'm
6. So he shrunk 2 inches because he was 6 foot flat.
It's always a 2-inch difference.
Maybe it's just a 2 inch. Maybe it's the number 2.
interesting.
You know, second chances and all that.
Yeah, it's like your second life.
It's good. That's good.
I'm
Whoever
gonna
said
start-
that
Did we just
because
put that into
technically-
canon?
Yes, it is now canon. Alice
Your
Born
past and
either
future
grew
selves are
or
always-
shrunk 2 inches.
Do
If you're
you
ever
least-
reborn.
do you three want mirrors to look into?
Sure, I feel like I already know what I look like.
Okay. We can probably go find like a bathroom.
Yeah, actually, I found a few like guest rooms just kind of right outside.
Perfect. Alright. Sweet Daisy's gonna scamper off.
Why did you say that so menacingly?
Because it's Sweet Daisy.
Like I know, but like
You see, Marx joins you, and he leaves Bridget to rest in the bed. As you step out and go track down a mirror,
With our
You're able
empty
to look
player
full length.
friend.
you're able to look at yourselves once again.
Is there a mirror room?
There's not a mirror room, at least
What
not
kind of a
that
what kind of a
Octa found.
palace is this?
But it has a
It's-
fucking like mirror maze
Yeah.
from like carnivals.
It also has a clown mirror room.
Hey guys,
Wow,
look, my feet are big.
ascot.
Wow, I
Guys,
look
look,
well
I'm very
forward.
tall.
I didn't
I'm so
realize I
tall.
shrunk over the course of our adventure.
That's the depression.
But yes, you are able to look upon your original selves.
Looking at himself, Cass is gonna turn back to the party. I already spoke to Sweet Daisy about this. But I do believe I am going to go begin going by Frayne again.
Oh.
Because something I learned upon Tomo being nice enough to teach me Nezumi is that Cassiel is actually a title. It
Oh.
means son of the prophet.
I see.
So, consider me the Cassiel of the Munster Mash.
But Frayne Illith.
But Frayne Illith, yes.
Okay, but can I still say like subcast because now that just
Yeah,
means
no,
sub
you can
son?
still you can still yes, if you would
Okay.
you can call me you can still call me Cass.
Okay. Just in that one instance, though, you know.
Sure. If you want to say sup son,
Yeah.
go for
Yeah.
it.
You know, like, what's up, son? You know, like it's that kind of thing.
I don't know how you're
Casual,
able to
very
make slang
casual.
sound awkward, Oxford.
Look, it's what I do.
Professionally.
Professionally.
I
Well-
think. Oh, so sorry.
I was just going to ask how you guys are liking the new look. You know, any new beauty marks or moles?
Sweet Daisy, these aren't new looks.
Well, they're new to us, and it's been a while.
It's
You
the
know.
I'm Kyle.
Yes.
As I'm like, I am very close to this mirror, right? Like, I'm like looking into my eyes and like hyper examining the irises because they're so blue now. And then like, I'm gonna like notice that like, I don't think I have the scar here and like down anymore,
But
right?
yes, but you do notice that you barely remember your face from before. Most of it was lost to you, but looking at it, you notice you have scars that you didn't remember getting.
Oh,
Can I
Shit.
turn around and lift up the back of my shirt and try to look at my spine, at my back?
Mhm.
Because I
You
do
lift up-
remember.
You lift up the back of your shirt, and you can see everybody else as well sees scars all up the sides of their spine, as if heavy iron rings were placed into them.
Cass, upon seeing that, he unbuckles a piece of his armor and he pulls up his shirt to look, and he has a large it's like a decoloration from likely some sort of poison, like a poison breath.
Seems I've traded one scar for others.
Are those from hell?
Most likely. Technically, same body went there, so
Did you have you told the whole party about that? Okay, so this is just coming out of the blue.
Ooh, did you tell Cass? You told Cass that you went there. I don't know if you
yeah.
told
I
him that
don't
you-
know if Tomo told anyone about
The memory
being
that they had.
the exact memory, but definitely told Cass, and I think Oktha. Like, it's always kind of insinuated that they went into hell, but never like exact, and nothing beyond that. Mostly because Tomo doesn't know much beyond that. The party knows that Tomo hasn't died, or didn't die on Avonos.
What? Those look very. Do those still hurt?
Reach behind, kind of run my hands lightly over him.
There is no feeling in the scars.
Is there any feeling in my back?
You feel
in
nothing.
your back, yes, but specifically the scars. It's almost as if all of the nerve endings have been seared into immaterial.
No, I honestly I can't feel much of anything. I mean, you can, I don't know, scratch my back if you wanted to test it, but
That feels insensitive.
Oh,
Utgard
yes.
walks up and just hitting it on your back.
with a gauntlet.
Yeah.
Your back is slapped, and you feel the energy, like the force, get put into it, but the specific collision on your back is not there.
I meant it as a joke, but if we
Well,
want to run with it,
it's
I'm down.
It's canon, and now Utgard does
Careful
something
what you
super
speak.
fun.
You spoke it into reality, so it's now in existing.
Utgard
All
does
right,
something
let's
kinda
do
fucked
it.
Up. Let's go. Why would you do that?
Like some of the air just like comes out of Thomas.
They're still tough. I can take it.
No, they are historically not tough.
And you use
They have a very
metal
bad
gauntlets
constitution.
or diamond gauntlets.
Put the shirt down. Yeah, there's not much there. I can tell you hit me, but there's not a lot of sensation. It's probably for the best, honestly.
Damn.
What about you, Cass? Do you have any feelings of uncomfort? There's some discoloration on yours.
He pokes it. Nope. Feels normal. It's I remember getting this one. So he tucks his shirt back in.
No, Kyle, there's no
Start-
more happy cat back scratches anymore. No!
I wonder if your tire form is going to have scars along its
that'll
spine.
That'll be kind of badass.
That
actually.
Yeah.
would be kind of badass. Like,
But
that's
also-
further.
That kinda
Also,
gives
wouldn't
me
it just
loyal
make the
vibes.
hair not grow in those places? So I would
Yeah.
just be like spotty. I would just look mangy.
No, but
It's only
it would
down
look
the
as if you have like it would be like patterned.
It'd be badass looking.
Cass is gonna click back on
It's
his
not going to be made
his
just going to be
armor.
badass.
Mangy.
It's going to be
I
badass.
well Cass is going to look back at himself again, and Kyle, I have a question.
Yes.
Since we've recovered our original bodies,
Yeah.
have me and Tomo and Declan, by extension, recovered any more memories?
Would the two of you like to give me will saving throws for me, please?
Will saving throws?
I
Oh my
think
god,
that
it's
would be
my.
much
for
less
both.
than a D100 now. Ooh. Opportunity.
Don't worry, guys. I'll use Tomo's dice, which in D100s. No, this is a D20. Never mind. So sorry. I got so
Wisdom
used to
saving
it.
throw.
Wisdom saving throw. In theory, I'm very good at
Will.
these.
Oh, yeah,
In
well.
theory.
That's a 21.
21,
A 19.
19. The two
Do
of
I-
you. The two of you remember very important parts of your life. And right now, the only one that is coming back to you. For Cass, first. You remember the moment of Agranath's betrayal. You remember Agranath coming to the council, saying that he had discovered a secret way into the capital. That if they took the purple dragons, they could strike quick and end the war. And so you went with much of your family. And he led you beneath the capital into a chamber. But there was no escape from that chamber. And Agraneth turned to look at you all. The chamber was filled with a poisoned gas that slowly killed all of you. And it was the last act of your oldest son to cast a spell to teleport you away.
Do I remember his name?
No. Tomo. You remember entering the Hells, looking for your sisters, almost inconsolable, imagining that there could not be anywhere else that they could be other than the Hells. Do you remember being captured by a pit fiend? Being forced to serve in the Blood War. Spending an uncountable amount of years killing demons, serving devils. And the last order you ever took was a conspiracy made by the same pit fiend that captured you. A plan to dethrone Asmodeus. And so you were put on the front lines and entered the ninth layer of hell. And that's all you remember.
I think there's a moment when Cass's eyes just like defocus, and you can see almost, it's like an echo of the tear streaks that were once on his face.
Hey, friend, do you need to sit down?
I don't remember his name.
I'll get a chair. One second, and I'm gonna look around the room for any place to sit.
Yep. There's a sitting area, so you can pull out some armchairs, upholstered, comfortable.
I'm gonna take it and drag it across the floor to where Frame is. I'm gonna look at Tomo's face. Is he in a pretty similar state?
Tomo, it's probably a bit off-putting because you're very used to Tomo being unexpressive. And so you kind of expect there to be like a blank, just nothing, but Tomo's brows are furrowed. But there's like a far off like he's not mentally here. He's checked out. As he's like reliving this, and probably getting a bit of like ghost pain from the feelings like from his back. And it's like he's trying to piece something together, but it's not enjoying doing it.
Alright, I'm gonna drag over another chair and hand it over to Oktha.
Yeah, I'll lead Tomo over to the chair. I think you should maybe sit down for a bit.
Yeah. Kind of, he'll sit down slowly.
You can see Declan walks over and kind of places like a consoling hand on Frame's shoulder.
What about you, Declan? Are you okay?
If we're all in a like mind, then things from our past are starting to come back up.
Cass is sitting like hunched over with his head in his hands.
I think I know what they're remembering. It's.
Sounds like
Let's just say it was. It's one of the worst days of the war.
from the reactions on both of them, it seems like it's the day their soul died, not necessarily when they died.
Cass shakes his head at that, and you can see him start wiping his face, taking a deep breath, and he looks up. Goes to sit straight again. His brows are still furrowed, and he doesn't look put together. I don't think it's the day our soul died. Not mine. But it was the worst day of my life. I still don't remember any of the names.
When there's most likely records. Tomit or Indre may remember. Declan, do you were you around at that time?
Declan nods and says, I was. I remember the day. We all do. But I was sworn to the Yellow Dragons at the time. Names there. They elude me.
Right. Still, probably some physical record exists.
That was
Well,
the whole thing about the island, is that there wasn't any physical records. That's what the library in Pretoria was for.
that's true. Well, someone will remember. Someone will remember their names.
We do have Marx and Briga in the other room.
Part of me wants to remember on my own, but the thought of never recalling their names. I feel ashamed as a father.
I don't know, I feel like this is gonna sound ignorant, and I don't mean it to be, but I also don't know how else to put it. I feel like you've kind of done enough, especially now with how the world is, to disprove that.
You don't get many fathers coming back from the dead for their children.
Cass is gonna look over at them and he's gonna smile and he's gonna go, yes, well, let's just consider it survivor's guilt then. Let's look over at Tomo.
Yeah, are you doing okay, Tomo?
I'll be fine.
No, I don't know. Okay.
I am processing. My back hurts, but
Well, at least we know you're alive.
This is true. I will say, you saying that your back hurts is kind of concerning, considering Uka just slapped the shit out of it and you barely felt it.
Maybe he fixed your back.
It's just like you just needed a chiropractor.
Cass, Cass is gonna look at, try and catch Tomo in the eyes and phantom pain.
Probably.
I'm feeling it in my lungs. So.
Body I've lost. The combat I've lost.
Why
are we still here?
Just to suffer.
I'm sorry. That's all I can think of.
Can tell why you got this tear streaks now in the other body. Sort of a manifestation of the soul, most likely.
Do you think that's what the horns were?
Not quite sure what they were, but I think I might have met someone who probably does. This is conjecture, I do want to say, but there is a very plausible timeline in which I have personally met Asmodeus. So.
That's kind of huge.
That is quite the thing to just kind of say.
Yeah.
I mean, Utgard, you're kind of want to talk. You're kind of actually a god, so
That is
you should be the least surprised out of everybody.
That is also fair, yeah.
No.
I still don't think I've wrapped my head around it, actually.
It's kind of saying something when Tregobor is the most normal elisborn we've ever met. Because even Tarathiel was the sword of gods. I think Tregobor was just some guy.
Was he just some guy? We didn't really know. He was rather private when he was with us.
I mean, to be fair, from the way he was talking about wisdoms, it does seem as though most of the pasts that they view are just normal.
Yeah.
Well, as far as I understand it, when you're an Elisborn, you don't come back for no reason. There's always something that pulls you back.
Yeah, that makes sense. Captain
memories
of the
or
god for the yellow dragons.
And I wasn't so much a captain, I was just a soldier.
Okay.
He was on his way to raking up.
Yeah,
you know?
Cass is gonna turn his head up to Declan. What brought you back?
I don't know. No. I can tell you why, but why that was enough for Asmodeus to send me back, I don't know. I had 3 friends. We were all together. All swore loyalty to the Yellow Dragons. We weren't related by any means, but we were blood brothers. We swore an oath to each other. One of them killed the other one. And I killed him. Yeah. I was sent to the bottom layer of hell for betraying my blood brothers. Why I came back, I don't know why. They were dead. I was dead. It was the end of it.
Conviction, maybe?
Well, your guess is as good as mine.
don't rather like guessing.
Well, we can add it to the pile of mysteries that we have.
Maybe someday we'll figure it out. Or maybe someday it'll become something that doesn't need to be figured out.
Yeah. And so I think that's enough about me.
So, what now?
Could use a very long nap.
Yeah, long nap. I could. I'll take care of dinner tonight. And maybe we can all go back in the room, drag in some bed sheets and a mattress, and have a what was that word you used for it, Cass?
Sleep.
Boys' brand. Boys' bum. What? When it's all of us together, what's a good word for it?
A headache.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
We may want to consider
A session?
a
A Munster
session.
mash
That would work.
session?
I hate it.
That would work.
It's so stupid. The stupidest option.
The DM strikes you with a thunderbolt.
I just got bonked with the fourth wall club.
We could go have a session, keep Bridget company and safe while she's asleep, and
We do.
No.
We need to remember where we were before we came here.
Mhm.
What we were doing.
Yeah, we're not.
We might want to send Dacton.
There
Okay.
is still the whole murder mystery thing that we need
Ask
to...
him if he will be good for a day. If not, we might have to head back.
All
We should
right.
head back.
I will say, Daisy and I kind of have something that I can't really talk about with Utgard in here, but it was kind of the reason why we woke all of you up when we found Dacton.
That's right.
I mean, I can leave the room.
Just
You
real
guys can
fast.
discuss freely.
We could just talk about it really quick and then call you back in. Because
Sounds good.
I'm gonna be honest, it's less of a discussion and more of a letting you know what's up. I feel like.
I'm sorry, you guard.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No need for apologies. Just, I'll be outside. Come get me when you're done. And Ugard will step outside.
Cass
Okay.
will use detect magic.
You throw up a detect magic. Don't detect anything out of the ordinary.
So Daisy kind of posited it, and it's kind of something that I've been wanting to do as well, but I'm gonna talk to Annalise, in her dreams tonight.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
No?
What if she goes back into your body?
Then I become more powerful. I don't know what to tell you. Like I said, this is something that I need to do, because I know that she can be good. I've seen it, I felt it, I've lived it, and I can't kind of keep going on thinking that she's only evil and she's only done evil things.
It's certainly a very large risk. And I've verbalized some of this to Utgard when Akla was still in his delicate state. There was just something about her expression. I feel like something's still missing, even though we have Akla back. I'm terrified we've lost one of our friends and we don't even know it. And we've all done, most of us at least, have done unspeakable things to other people at some point in our lives. We've lied, we've killed, we've betrayed. And maybe she right now is in the position where she needs help getting through it just like we all did. That could not be the case. I could just be projecting, and she could be every bit as rotten as we first assumed, but on the chance that she's not, and she's out there suffering and thinking of us and missing us, wanting to be a part of this, I don't think I could forgive myself if we didn't reach out.
I'm also
Passes.
not gonna lie, I kind of feel like I know she's not, but there's like this weird feeling of like she's like my mother, which I mean like she's not. She really isn't. At least I don't think. But there's kind of like that motherly attachment there.
I mean, I'm confused by the like Annalise was the hag, yes?
Yeah. But it was like like I said, I talked to her, and it seemed like she did everything she did out of primal fear.
You've already decided on this, then.
I have, yeah.
Alright, then I have one question.
Hmm.
Do you need anything from us before you do it?
I mean, I'd love your support, but I don't think so.
That's a given.
Yeah. I mean, if
Maybe
From me, at
company?
least.
I mean, well, I don't know. I don't know if company really works because it's gonna be in the dream, right, Daisy? So like,
It is, but it always helps having someone stand by with a bucket of water.
that
If
is,
something goes wrong, it feels safer together.
this is true. Yeah.
There's a chance that everyone can be filled in the second everything happens if something does go awry.
I think we've gotten to the point that regardless of what we do, we might.
End the world.
No.
But I mean, like,
Maybe
yeah.
maybe I should
That's
say
like-
this when Ugard is here as well.
I will
But-
I do kind of want to hear from Tomo. You've been kind of quiet for this.
As I've mentioned before, I do have very mixed perspectives and emotions toward Annalise that I'm not so sure I know exactly how I stand, but I was actually going to suggest, or I suppose more propose, the idea of me joining as well, actively.
I mean, I don't.
In the dream.
I don't.
Is
hate
that even possible? I thought we were.
Yeah, last time that happened, didn't
barred
people
from
kind of
that.
break?
I've heard the stories.
Well, to be fair, it was 4 people before it brought
No.
in active
No, you-
attention.
You were told it was because of the location that you went to.
Don't you need to go to that location to? Well, actually, I don't know this. Never mind. Ignore me.
Out of game. We were told that we're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Go to
That-
the
that-
place, or
Could
Well,
we get a DM
people-
clarification?
Yeah, you remember the DM to put 2 people into someone's dream, 2 or more, you would need to go back to the space between
like
reality
2
and
people into
dream.
one dream?
Yes, 2 people into a third person's dream. You would need to go into the place
Yeah.
between reality and dreams,
And attach their
which
strings.
is which is the place that the DM is specifically banning you from, Sweet Daisy. So if you were to ever re-enter that place, it would be very bad.
Gotcha.
That checks out.
Thank you.
DM says very bad. Out of game. We know what that means.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it is possible, Daisy. Maybe it would have to be a different instance. But in the same way I didn't get to say goodbye to Octha the last time, Annalise didn't get to say goodbye to me.
That's a very good point.
Quick question.
Perhaps I could, I can't put you in both at the same time. But if Octha were to wake up halfway through the night after being done speaking and could bring up the topic of receiving a visit from you, Tomo, then, say at like 3 a.m. witching hour, I might, should circumstances allow, I could try to do it again.
Wouldn't that be more risky, or am I mistaken?
No, I think it would be fine. As long as I don't send them in both at once and the shattering happens, and then I get shunted to the Tree of Dreams.
These are terrifying names.
It was very scary when it happened the first time. I wasn't sure what was going on. I was just sort of running around like a chicken with my head cut off.
Does anybody have money? Because I might actually be able to solve this little issue that we're running into.
No.
How much are you saying?
I need to get a 5th
How-
level scroll.
No.
I
have
know it's a lot.
96 gold.
Are you trying to send her?
No, okay, so, right, studied as a wizard for a while. I have a little bit understanding of a lot of different spells that I don't entirely know. But there's a spell called Dream, which actually kind of does exactly what we're trying to do. So, the way it would work is you would have to put Tomo into Annalise's dream, and then I would have to cast the spell Dream to join in that.
Would that be okay? Would that cause another shattering?
I mean, I don't
Wouldn't
think
it be
so,
your
because-
power? You wouldn't.
Yeah,
The problem wasn't that you were connecting people's dreams, I thought, but that you went to that place.
Right.
Right, Kyle? That was the problem?
Mainly, yeah.
Mainly.
Maybe. So, I mean...
I will say, according to Utgar's character sheet, he does have a bit of gold.
Ooh, shit.
How much is a bit?
I don't even know
1,000.
Okay, that's actually a lot more than I was
That's-
expecting.
I don't think that's enough.
I don't think it's enough.
For
I also
5th
don't think
level,
it's
it's a lot.
I have a lot of diamonds, but we need that for revival.
Yeah. Let me see. Spell level 5th. What caster level is that?
That would have to be 9th level caster.
9th level caster. Is there
I
any
have
material cost?
1,124 gold.
For Dream, is there a material cost?
Yeah.
Nope, just verbal and somatic.
Really?
Sand. You throw it in their eyes.
I think,
Mr. Sandman. Poof.
I think I have some gold left over as well. I could be wrong, but on my
Oh.
hold on, let me see if
wait,
this
hold
matches
on.
up on my.
I think I'm wrong anyways. I think Dream is essentially sending one way.
Cost to purchase a scroll. Cost to purchase a scroll is 1,125 gold.
I have enough to just outright buy it.
Of any level?
Or no, I am
Of a
1
fifth-
gold
of a
short.
5th level
I am
spell
I
at the
am-
lowest caster level.
I am 1 gold short of being able to buy
I
it.
can give you the 1 gold. I have 3 gold, and I can give you one of my 3.
Unless,
Also,
unless
Utgard is
Kyle
not here.
wants to be cool, and I can alter the spell slightly to join in the dream instead of just send a message into it.
Unfortunately, no.
No? Okay.
Kyle, why are you cool? Why aren't you cool, Kyle? Cool
Hey,
guy,
I will
Kyle.
That's cool.
It's nothing to do with that.
I will not take this slander after what happened earlier this session. Kyle's the coolest
Libel and
motherfucker
slander.
around.
Kyle's cool and epic. I love him. I want to, like, I don't know.
Give him a kiss.
Finish
No,
the
he
sentence,
wouldn't be
Cameron.
comfortable with that. So
This
no.
is Guys, this is the best
A
item
fist bump,
ever
maybe?
for figuring out spell scrolls.
But
I mean,
That's
I
easy.
could use nightmare instead.
regardless, the plan was proposed and made known.
Yeah, so that's kind of what's gonna be happening tonight. I think, right? Tonight, Daisy.
I would say tonight, if circumstances allow. I'll
Is-
send Acton first.
Is tonight a viable? I do believe that the city was going to be starting to burn pretty
Yeah.
quickly, and I'd hate
Yes,
to.
that's why we needed to get back. Remember, they said
this-
they would be
this-
leaving soon, and likely when
might-
they leave, they will be burning the city with them.
Oh,
I'd rather not.
That, yeah,
I
that's a
think
good
that
point.
might be more pressing.
A little bit, yeah.
that's a lot more pressing. I'm sorry, everyone.
Yeah, I
These
didn't-
plans were made a couple days ago before we knew this information.
And like a month in real world time.
Yeah.
So maybe let's get perhaps if that happens tonight, then just wake us. Whoever you need to watch. Should probably bring Utgard back in and send Jackson.
But
Yeah.
before we bring Utgard in, there's something I wanted to mention to tell you both that I haven't been able to. One of the reasons Daisy and I were so secretive earlier,
Yeah, that's the other
for the
thing.
last week, my father died.
My condolences.
But
But
So,
and he kind of you kind of see Nolson smirk a little. Daisy brought him
You
back.
did it yourself. Oh,
oh,
wrong way, Tomo.
Tomo,
Wrong way.
I was like-
Tomo?
But you committed patricide.
You're the murderer.
Wrong way, honey.
Oh,
Wrong way.
wait,
Turn
you
around.
have-
Turn around.
You have the ability to bring people back.
I've been studying it for a very long time. I didn't know if I was going to be able to. So we thought that this was a
Oi!
prime opportunity to test it out.
Yeah, Daisy's much better at it. I can too, but I didn't study at all.
The
that
sorcerer
sounds
in the
quite
bathroom.
pompous.
Hey.
Man, I'm the sorcerer version of a cleric right now.
Not you, honey. No.
I mean, I did also study, but it's also innate. It's a weird balance thing. I
It's
know.
in a
Like I didn't
different way.
study at all. I was a ranger. I
Yes, but
shot
ever since Redwood and Thalmir passed, I've been looking into different ways to bring them back, and the time limit in which Nolson's father passed allowed for one of the methods to be utilized, and I was able to go in and put some bait on a fishing hook and kind of reel his soul back in from wherever it went.
Yeah.
And it got
So,
put back into his body. And he woke up. He's alive. He's walking around.
Oh,
so we had.
that is something we can do now, isn't it? What's that,
so
Tomo?
we had to be secretive because if either of you and Utgard knew, the place they were hiding out would have probably been ransacked and everyone killed.
Likely,
Been
yes.
compromised.
Understandable actions.
I will say it's very expensive. I used quite a bit of diamonds. We may need to stock up a little bit more if I am to
I'm
have
going
enough
to.
one for each of us.
Olsen's going to take out something from his bag holding and shake diamonds.
I mean,
We're okay, Daisy.
I will say, I know I'm like old and mature again, but I don't think robbing a Temple of Agma is a bad idea.
Oh shit, that's
Oh.
still a problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, yes.
it's a lot
And I'm going to
less of a
throw the
problem at
diamonds
moment,
back in my
but-
bag.
All you have to do is
Yes,
point
I-
to one.
Why
then
do
I'll
I
do
feel
it.
like he's going to come back and become a bigger problem before we can deal with the biggest problem?
I mean, to be fair, I don't think he really
Maybe that's
can-
just the theme.
I don't think he really can come back until, and I'm just gonna point to Jormungandr going
That's
up into
true.
the sky.
That is a very good point.
So, like, I think at the moment it's just kind of like his radicals are doing stuff,
Like, yeah, like death.
Actually, that's a good point.
Death
We could
is still
probably do
around.
something.
Like a radical.
Yeah.
We could probably actually rein that in.
Wait,
Jormungandr?
did Marks and Brigga come back into the room with us?
No.
I wanna.
Bridget is asleep,
That's right.
and Mark's left her alone to rest.
Bridget is asleep from anywhere from 4 hours to the next 400 years.
Yeah.
And we respect that.
I wonder if I can hibernate like that.
Please no. Don't get lonely.
There's my sleeping girlfriend.
But
She's asleep
more.
300 years. It's like a ghost hovering over the body.
Your plans have been discussed.
Mm-hmm.
New revelations. What would you like to do next?
Bring Utgard back
Hi,
in.
Utgard. How's it going? Come back in, buddy. We love you.
No.
You open the door and call back in Utgard. Luckily, Octha, it's not hard to find him this time.
Thank you for waiting right out here. It was really a struggle the last time trying to find you.
Yeah, motherfucker should have
no
been
worries.
human. Could have joined.
Does he say that?
No, of course I don't say that. What?
Also becomes a petulant child.
Like a massive dick. Like the super
That-
out of character.
That
Well,
has to be
Out of
Used to be
character for
character.
now.
It can't be the
Used
first
to be
one.
character.
Like the
Used to be in
second or
character.
third montage has to just be Nolson being a petulant child.
that would have happened if he came in before Thalmir died.
Yeah.
But Utgard, you rejoin the rest of the group.
Hello.
Aye.
Hope you got all the conversation out of the way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Basic aspects of it is the thing we were talking about isn't gonna happen tonight. Probably, most likely not gonna happen tonight. But it's gonna involve me and Daisy using her powers to hop into dreams and stuff. Just so you don't know the nitty gritty of it, but you know the basics, so you can prepare for that.
Okay. Wasn't that like frowned upon though?
I don't
Hopping through time
know.
was.
Oh.
Hopping through time and then shoving multiple people into the same dream.
Don't
was
worry,
frowned.
Utgard. I'm borderline just as confused as you are, even though it was explained to me.
I don't think
Okay,
it should be a
then-
problem with just Octa.
Then I will not question it. And pray that you know what you're doing.
I don't.
Well, we all know I don't know what I'm doing at any stage of this.
I'm
You would
trying
So
to give you an
Neither of us
You
know
know-
what we're doing in this.
You realize I'm trying to like give you an out here, right? So that I'm not worried.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think you shouldn't not be worried.
I am always
Oh,
worried.
God.
it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm gonna
Yes.
send Dacton. What should I tell Dacton? What
Ask
should I ask?
Ask Duckton if things are all right. And should we return today?
And if so,
Okay.
where?
Yes, and if
No.
so, where?
And also maybe mention that I'm okay, but different, but okay. That's gonna be a shock to him, and he's been
I would maybe try and find
Off.
a better way to word it than okay, but not okay, but
maybe-
okay.
Maybe
no, I'm
we're
Okay,
okay,
but
but
different.
I'm
anyway
okay,
better
but
than that.
different.
That works.
All right.
Like,
Everything familiar around him's kind of been ripped away, and I kind of know how that is. So
And then maybe you could also ask like how Tharizdun is. What the fuck is his name? The boyfriend.
Thazriel.
Thazriel's
Thazriel.
doing. See if he has
Fairdoon.
any
How's Fairdoon doing?
recommendations for any new places.
if he's if they've
Tomo and
proposed
everything.
yet,
Yeah,
Okay,
see-
no, we're going to shrink this down to just Tomo's different but okay. Do you need us back today? Is the city and are you all right?
All right, I can do that.
But ask
The look
about
on your
date
face there
spot.
says you
Ask
cannot.
about the date spot.
Do not ask about the date
It'd be
spot.
like a cheaper date spot.
Yeah,
I
Frey
like-
just like clamps a hand on Octa's mouth. It's like, stop.
Stop it. Stop it.
All right. I think I've got it condensed in my head. Sweet Daisy has smoke coming out of her ears.
Okay. Do you
She
cast your
also
sending?
Tomo is hotter, edgier, maybe
Tab
ready
just starts laughing.
for a visit.
You wasted like 4 words on that.
You want us back today? You alive? We all are.
How's the city?
I was Nazareth.
How's the city and Fazzy?
Love
You up?
Fazzy? I didn't know. Yeah, this entire thing had the whole energy of, hey,
Sending
you up?
kisses.
Double date?
Missing you.
Mm.
Your sending is sent off into the Ethereum
It's been like 4
to reach
hours.
its target.
Oh my
Brother.
god.
My brother.
And
It's actually only been like 45 minutes.
Well, I spent 30 minutes looking for Utgard.
Yeah, exactly. The first part didn't take very long.
And Dactin responds to you eventually and says,
Let's go.
yes, I would prefer you come back as soon as possible. The city is kind of in chaos right now.
But he didn't answer the other 2 parts.
You didn't answer the more important aspects.
I don't know if he's still talking or if there's a pause.
That's it.
Okay, I think he's done talking. He didn't say that he misses us back.
Wow.
He says that we should it didn't sound like get over here right now, but it was
Sweet
certainly
Daisy
like,
did.
It absolutely
He said
Sweet
come
Daisy,
back as
Sweet
soon
Daisy,
as
he
possible.
legitimately, Sweet Daisy, all he said was come back as soon as possible. The city is in chaos.
all right.
He said, all he
Give
said,
him lollygag a little bit, you know.
Like, we're okay.
You know, we don't have to be anywhere right now. We can just.
Look, you teleporting active.
Go out
Yeah,
for
it's
some
fine.
paninis and soup.
We have time for a bathroom break and to put on makeup. No, he sounds rather panicked, and he said the city's in chaos, and we should get back as soon as we can.
Oh.
So we go now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we go right now.
And then do we have like Mox hang around for like a quick exit?
Give me
Yeah.
less than 5 minutes, and I'm going to grab Nolson and book it out of the room.
Ah!
I didn't
There's
know
my
they
own
were a
memory.
thing.
Nelson was just abducted.
I'm heading over to where Tom and Edri were
Oh.
last time around.
Okay.
You're getting
okay, yeah.
brackened right now.
Yeah.
I'm about to just grab your neck and
Brain is the Bracken.
I mean, you're tall
The
enough.
Draken
Yes,
Bracken.
Spence. Dude, you're tall
You-
enough.
not strong
Yeah,
enough.
you
but-
make your way over, and you can
In
see
my heart, you are.
Tomit is seems to be in like the kitchens, and he's like looking over and cleaning stuff. He doesn't see you as you approach.
Ah!
Let's go, Nolson.
Yeah.
He wanders over. And he's like, Tomat.
Listen, hey. You see down at this double take. He's like,
Yeah, what up?
hey, Dad, what? You
Look,
you look different.
I like to think I look the same.
Yeah, you didn't like an hour ago.
Tom's fighting
That
back
was
tears.
what we talked about was going to happen. But
I know this is a really nice moment. You should hug and all, but we do have kind of a time.
yes, we need to leave.
Yeah, okay, you can see his brain is trying to keep up
You get
with
everything.
with what is happening. So he's a little behind. Yeah, I mean if you need to go, you can go. Where?
We're heading back into the fray. I wanted to see you before we leave, but also Nolson needs his scroll back.
Just for the time being.
Right. I can do that. Yeah. If we could, be elsewhere.
Yes.
Nelson, come with me.
Yes.
And he turns around and
He
leads
also
you
drags me.
into a back store. No, he just leads you.
Grabs you by the
yeah.
neck and pulls you into a back room.
He leads you into like a storage closet, and he holds out his hand into empty air, and you can see a sword in a sheath kind of apparates. It is the decorative sword that Nolson doesn't know. He offered to cast / frame, but used to belong to the Dragon Riders, specifically for the Purple Dragon Flight. As you can see, the pommel is comprised of an amethyst.
Oh, that's
He
really cool.
draws the sword, and then he kind of closes his eyes, speaks a few words as the edges of the blade begin to glow purple as he cuts across, as the fabric of reality kind of peels open and opens a portal. And then he sheathes the sword, and the sword vanishes as he steps through the portal.
Just have that.
Real
And he-
Final Fantasy moment.
And he
That's
walks
real
in
cool,
and kind of like beckons for you to follow him.
though.
You step out, and the portal leads you into what looks like the endless empty space of the astral plane. Endless stars surrounding you. You step out onto a floating island. The only thing on this island you can see is a massive statue of a dragon, made of the same amethyst of the pommel of the sword. Twists around, its wings encompassing almost the entirety of the island, as the head reaches down in front of you, and in its mouth, you can see there's the scroll. And Tomit walks over, places his hand on the scroll, and the moment he comes into contact with it, the dragon's mouth opens, and he takes the scroll back and hands it to you.
Nelson will grab it, but before, like, getting ready to actually leave, he'll be like, "Thank you for taking thank you for protecting this as
Of course.
well as you clearly did. And this will get back into your care. But I think we may need it."
Yeah. No questions. It's an honor to keep it safe. Especially here. And he looks over. I don't know if my father remembers, but this is where he was inducted. This is where he became a Moog. Dragon Rider. I thought that there was no better place.
I would agree.
If you're in a hurry,
Yeah,
We can return.
sorry. I kind of wasn't expecting this area. It's kind of amazed by it. Thank you.
and then you step back through the portal as the edges of the fabric of reality kind of right themselves, and the two of you reemerge back with Cass.
And I'm going to put the
Do
scroll
I recognize
somewhere.
that portal?
You didn't see it cast.
Oh, okay.
He took Nolson into a storage closet,
Mhm.
so only the two of them saw it.
They came out of a closet together.
Lex.
A dark storage closet together.
Lex and Jacob.
Interesting.
7 minutes.
But
7
the
minutes.
two,
Yes.
And the girl
You are
tried to
now-
dance, we only met once.
you are now reunited with the scroll. Is
Mhm.
there anything else any of you would like to do before teleporting back to the city?
Get Mark's
Briefly say
prepared.
goodbye to Tomit, but that does not need to be in roleplay.
Kind of get Mark's prepared.
Or Tomit and Andre.
Yes. Mhm.
Hey, so we're gonna get going pretty soon here, but when we're
Oh.
there, we might need
Alright.
you to kind of stick around for a second, because I don't know how long we're gonna be there, and it might be a pretty hard exit.
All right. I'll see what I can do then. Yeah. Okay. And he starts casting the spell.
Okay.
Did Aaron get her like question answered?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she did.
I think it's gonna be us plus 2 more that are gonna be coming back, right?
I mean, this might be a situation of we just go down to the safe room. and plan.
Yeah.
As Marx finishes casting the spell, he kind of like motions for you all to enter and to teleport away.
Wait, Sweet Daisy wanted to do something before that happened.
What? Yo, keep it brief.
Is that okay?
Well, what did you want to do? We were about to teleport back.
I wanted to go find Mirador real quick and say bye to Bridget.
Isn't Bridget
You
like
can say
asleep?
goodbye to Bridget, but she is asleep,
I know. Is Mirador?
and you don't have enough time to find Mirador.
No,
No.
You could send him.
I don't want to waste the sending on that. We're gonna be going into a war zone.
Mirador's not worth this.
Yeah, I will say, Mayor, if you're not willing to waste a sending, it's probably not a good time to waste time for it either.
While Octa's talking with Mark, Sweet Daisy is briefly gonna go into Bridget's chamber and just kneel down beside the bed, say, I know you probably can't hear me right now because you're having the greatest nap of your life, but I just wanted to say thank you again for saving our lives, helping bring a little bit of joy back into it where it's needed. This is for you. And she's gonna take out a little wrapped bundle, set it next to her, and say, hopefully I'll see you later, but if not, goodbye for a while. She's going to step out.
Okay. Marx finishes casting the teleportation circle as you all step inside the borders of it. And then he casts the spell as you all once again feel that weightless energy that is associated with transportation as you are all brought back towards the city of lycanthropes to rejoin Dacton and whatever chaos has begun within its walls. That's where we're going to take a short break.
All right.
What?
All right. If we're ready, we can go ahead and hop back into it. All right. Getting back into it. After Marks casted the teleportation circle and you all stepped inside and were once again transported halfway across the world back to the city of lycanthropes, you first find yourself on the street outside of the tower. You all kind of like feel the firm ground beneath your feet as you all come to stand once again in that city. Marks kind of looks around and you can see he very quickly casts a spell as he apparates a cloak around him and draws the cloak over his head and just says, "I will be around. Make your presence known if there's any need of me."
Should we just
Alright,
like
should
call
I-
out? Or...
I will be watching and listening. I will know.
Okay.
Any-
I can set our getaway point to right here, so if something does happen and we all need to get shunted and there's not time to get to you or you to get to us, we can come to this spot.
I will keep it in my mind. And he moves off to split from you and enters into an alleyway.
Alright. And I'm gonna take everyone's hands and I'm gonna cast the getaway spell, making this our sort of checkpoint.
Alright, we're hitting quick save.
Save event.
Where would you all like to go?
I mean, should we go into the tower? That's what we.
I
was Dacty's
would
last
assume
known
so.
location, right? So.
I could send him again and let him know we're here.
Is it worth it? How many more sendings do you have?
I have so many every day.
Could I have any of you roll a spot check, whoever wants?
Sure.
I would love to.
I would hate to, but I'm going
The
to.
two spot.
I'm going to
kings?
help. Rather than... I'm going to help Tomo.
That is a clean 37.
See, this is how I
I'm
know-
sorry.
This is
Yeah,
how
that's my
I,
low roll.
This is how I know my die hates me. Because it went to 18, and then before it stopped rolling, it decided to roll back onto a 4 for a total of 4.
My goodness.
For a
I
total of
also got-
4.
I also got a 37.
Okay.
I gave you with
of
my help.
spot.
As the two of you kind of like look around, just kind of observing the city around you, it is you're in more of like a almost like a courtyard area, not exactly like a courtyard, but like a wide open space within this city made by the presence of buildings that are surrounding it. So it's kind of like a wider open area. It's not really a street. There are a few alleyways that connect here and there, but it's mainly out in the open. And as you look around, you spot that there are a handful of groups, 3-4 people maybe, a few of these groups. Each of them are brandishing weapons, and one of them in front has a lit torch as they are currently almost surveying, looking for something.
Weapons.
What does that mean? You just say weapons.
Send.
Those people with weapons.
They're
Dude,
looking for
Okay,
something.
can I sense motive them? Are they Can I tell if they might be hostile to us if they see us?
Sure, make a sense motive.
Can I do that as well?
Sure.
I'm gonna just
Sense
default say they are to me.
motive.
I would assume they are, but might as well. That is a 25.
That is a
Okay.
22.
22. You're unsure? They're brandishing. They certainly seem to be on the lookout for something and seem ready to attack at first sight. But one of their eyes kind of like drags and kind of like takes the lot of you in, and then they turn and start looking elsewhere.
Okay, so
Which
not us.
they're not looking for you, at least.
Okay.
Probably.
I'm gonna look at Sweet Daisy. It might be a good idea to cast that sending.
All right.
And we're in the like tower, right?
We're
No,
We're
you're
outside of
outside.
Outside of it, but we're next to it, right?
Yes, you're at the base of it.
I have a question. Would Dacton, if he went into the panic room, would he be able to receive a sending?
No.
Okay, I was just curious because if he ran in there, I would totally get it at this moment.
I'm gonna send Acton. Alright. We're in the city. Next to, and I'm gonna peek around the corner and see whatever business we're near.
We're at the tower. We're right
We're at the
outside the
tower.
tower.
Oh. Outside the tower. Where are you? How do we come find you? Should we look for danger? Are we safe?
Is that it?
That's
Your spell does indeed connect. After a while, Dacton responds. It would be safer and easier if you came to me. Have Tomo lead you. They know where I am.
Oh, I think I know where he is too now.
All right. And I'm gonna turn around to Tomo. He says it's much safer to come to him, and that you would lead us to him, and you know where he is. Did you do have like a special meeting spot?
Makes absolutely no sense. I've been here once.
He said you would know your way. He seemed to be like implying something.
Is there out
There
of
he
game,
is.
guys? Is there any way to get there outside of flying?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Thank God.
I will
Get
say
where?
I can also summon things to help us fly.
And I can fly.
Oh wait, I can also fly. Wait, Utgard's the only one that cannot fly.
Utgard's the only fucked one in the situation.
But you can
He
get
can be
there on foot.
carried.
I know where he is.
This is humiliating. As he's just carried.
I hate this.
Like a little toddler.
I wish I took the deal.
Um,
I don't know what happened in Reverse Whisper. I'm making an assumption.
the last time I flew there, but we can make it on foot too. But I take it we're gonna not want attention as we go.
Preferably not.
Would so you're saying we should fly there, wherever this is?
We can either way, whatever's
I'm gonna,
the most.
Wouldn't flying there just draw more attention?
I would say my type of flying would draw more attention.
I said I got there flying, but we can
Oh, I see.
get there on foot. I don't know if flying's a
nice.
good option right now, though.
So where are we going?
It's
Maybe we
outside
don't
of the
speak-
city, right, Kyle?
It was outside of the city, yeah.
Maybe we don't speak it aloud and you just lead us.
All right. Moving quickly, though. Let's keep up.
Keep an eye on if we're being followed. Cash says to both Tomo and Nolson, our little spotty boys.
Okay.
Tomo will lead Oxa by the hand the whole way
Yes.
because Oxa's not
As-
the best at sneaking.
As the six of you begin making your way through the city, Tomo and Nolson, can I have the two of you make a spot check again to look out for followers?
Okay, that's very good.
Ooh, that's
That's
delicious.
I would like to help Nolson this time.
okay. So it's pretty good. It's 44.
Oh my god!
Y'all
I'm
should
at-
help more often. These
I'm
numbers
at-
go crazy.
I'm a 41.
44.
41?
What's your base?
Plus 25.
Plus
Those are
22.
some cast numbers.
I rolled a 19.
As the two of you are walking, you
the
are
spot
definitely keeping an eye out around you, and you can definitely see
Paranoia.
that there are a few groups of people similar to the ones that you initially saw when you first entered the city, 4 or 5 in numbers, all brandishing weapons, one of them holding a torch. You can see a few of them look and see the lot of you moving about, and it looks like they're about to say something, but chooses against it and turns and goes in the opposite direction, seemingly thinking that you are also a search party. But nobody is following you or tailing you.
Are the people brandishing weapons, do they look more like citizens, or are they more like soldiers?
It is a range. There
range,
are
okay.
groups of soldiers who are also searching, but there are also groups of citizens who also have their own weapons that are searching as well. Whatever is happening, this seems to be a citywide endeavor.
This is not exactly what I thought it was being. Okay.
As we're passing by groups of people and soldiers, I'm going to throw up detect thoughts and just kind of get the overall cacophony of voices of what's happening.
Get them. Base thoughts, get them.
As you just skim the top of people's thoughts, it is a cacophony of searching for the criminal chieftain. Searching for where he is hiding. Bring him out. Bring out the rat.
All right.
You rat.
You rat bastard.
I'm gonna go over and touch Tomo and say, they are looking for Dactin. It seems he was framed. They're trying to hunt him down.
I'm not fully convinced he didn't actually do it, but to be frank, I don't care either way. He's still my Dactin.
Eventually, you reach the limits of the city, and from the way the rock formations that curl around to protect the city are formed, there is only a handful of ways to get out of the city, and you can see these are currently guarded by a few of the lion lycanthropes, tall, burly, holding weapons, making sure, eyes kind of scanning around.
As we approach, Ugar is gonna just lean down to Akva and just say, "No, don't provoke a fight unless they provoke first. Not like last time. Do you understand?
I wasn't going to.
I just want to make sure."
Motive.
I mean, I can now that you brought it up, but I wasn't going to.
No,
Sense motive.
specifically don't.
If you want, I can throw a cone of cold at him and we can stay on our way.
Yeah, and then they'll eat it as well.
Probably not. I really feel like that was more of just a that guy kind of thing, you know?
But do you
That
know?
dude.
No, but do
Would-
you?
No, but I prefer
That's
to err on the
the-
side of caution.
That right there. That is why I don't like no, because you also don't know.
If you're pointing at him, he's like moving it out of his face, and you bring
Yeah.
it back. It's just
Just back and forth.
Okay.
Sorry, it's
Speaking
my
of-
uncle. He's senile.
Speaking of the side of caution,
You
do I want
motherfucker.
to disguise us all very quickly?
Yeah, probably.
I'm afraid you two might get recognized.
Probably out of view.
Alright. And I'm gonna lead the party to dip into an alleyway, and I'm gonna cast Veil once we're out of sight.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna disguise us as normal, everyday citizens, sort of in earth tones, greens, browns, a blue shirt here and there, and we're all just little lighter, dark skinned.
Cass
Why'd you
is
make me
going to
look
be
like an old woman?
Cass is going to make sure that he shrinks so that he's normal height, so that the illusion matches his actual height.
Okay. So do you all approach the gate?
Sure.
Yeah, I think
Sure.
so.
Wait. There's a gate and like a city wall, right?
It's a city wall, but it's the stone shaped around the city like protective arms. So it acts as a wall, but it's also kind of like the carved out interior of the mountains that are curved around the city. This is only
stone shape. Take down the walls.
I'm still gonna have detect thoughts up when we approach. And is Utgard leading right
Tomo
now?
is.
Is
I
Tomo?
can.
I'm gonna.
I'll probably be up near front.
All right. When we're in the alley, I'm gonna say I'm still gonna have detect thoughts up,
if they spot us and it seems like it's not going to go well, I'm gonna tap on the back of you 3 times, and then we'll know we should steer off.
Okay. As the 6 of you approach, you can see the lion guards kind of like they kind of like stand up a bit taller, and then as you approach, they say, "Stop! Just customary check. Just making sure you're not smuggling anybody." And he kind of nods to the other person as he begins rolling up his sleeve and reveals blue glowing tattoos up his arm. And he reaches up, and part of the tattoo disappears, and his eyes begin
we
glowing
probably shouldn't have veiled.
a bluish arcane glow. And he kind of takes in all of you and says, "Illusory disguises, huh? What's the reason for that, huh?"
We do not want to be recognized by the rat.
Can I have you make a bluff check for me, please?
We are close.
Absolutely.
Can I please help with this?
Can I also help?
Can I please make the check in his stead?
I have a +9.
I have a
+9.
15.
I know, it's
I'm
not
going to
bad.
say it's just a +2. 1
Okay.
+2.
I'm smacking
That's
Cass
11.
on the buttocks with a insight of good
okay.
fortune. So you're gonna get to re-roll and take the higher one.
Okay, well that was the 17 on the die, so I'm gonna take that plus 11. So
28.
28.
We're good.
That's
28?
very good.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking at you guys. Just says,
We are quite close.
Well.
after all.
"Well, seeing as none of you are the rat, I suppose you're free to go. Just, don't make it a surprise next time." And he steps aside and the gates open.
I am holding my breath as we go because I know that if they think Dacton is a rat,
Oh, wait, no, that was way higher. I forgot. I have beguiling influence that adds a +6 on top of that.
God damn.
It's still fine.
Yeah.
Still fantastic.
Like-
It's better.
As soon as we're out of the gate, can I keep like an eye out to see if anyone is trying to like follow us or, you know?
You turn around and the gates close almost immediately after you exit. Nobody exited the gates to follow you.
can I attempt
Fine.
to use the mental link between me and Octha?
Sure.
Cool.
Sure.
Because I don't know if it's still working, but I'll try. I'm in my head, I'll say they think Dacton's a rat. I'm probably back on the hunting menu.
No, I kind of pieced that together.
Yeah, I just saying it kind of makes it more real. So just a
That's fair. Hey,
heads up, your life's dangerous again. More so.
on the plus side, you don't look like you, so you're not on the menu. Because they don't know it's you.
That is a very good point.
I know you don't know this, but I smell different.
My headset died. Hold on. Hold on, my brain turned off while you were talking.
Hold
to me.
on. My ears were removed from my brain.
I'm
I
deaf.
believe it's
Well, a few minutes.
Okay, what was that? Sorry.
I know you can't tell, but I smell different
Oh.
than them.
No, I can tell. Woof.
Ooh.
So
Well, we all smell different.
Ew, I see.
do we? Granted, they'd have to be actively looking, but
They just kind of get blanket lycanthrope, and then if they go deeper, then it's like, oh, not full lycanthrope kind of deal.
Once we're further away, do you drop the veil? BTT?
I'm leaving it up for as long as we can, and I'm taking a look. I think it lasts the day.
I would probably
Lasts
take
for
it
a
down
while.
because that will probably make Dacton might attack us on sight or something.
It doesn't
I'm-
look like they're after us, so I don't think it's even a problem.
I'm gonna look around. This whole way we've been walking out the gate, I've been checking behind to see if there's anyone following or tailing us.
Tomo.
All right.
Nelson was already looking behind and nobody.
I got the eyes like a
Hawk.
hawk, I guess.
A hawk.
I wanted to say tiger, but that doesn't make sense because that's Tomo.
We got the eye of the
Hex.
pack.
Then I think I'm gonna. Once we're a good distance away, I'll drop it.
And the eye of the hawk.
As you drop it, and Tomo, you continue to lead the group. You eventually do come around the base of that mountain, break through the tree line, and you can see the top of the roof of the dilapidated house that Dacton had taken you to. As you approach it closer.
I should explain. This isn't where I grew up, but done a fairly decent job of recreating, at least on the inside, where we lived.
All right. So we
Also,
shouldn't-
if there's dolls, just ignore them.
This is good. I was just gonna bring that up because we had talked about before how, like, he wasn't doing anything creepy, like talking to dolls or anything like that. It's good that you mentioned it, because I was gonna be like, should I look out for any dolls as like a joke calling back? But then you actually just confirmed he is in fact talking to dolls, and I'm a little concerned, but I'm about it.
He's had a coat in his own way.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach the house.
I'ma listen.
Okay. Make a listen check as you approach the house.
It's a 14 plus 15, so 29.
29. Yeah. As you approach the house, you can hear the sound of a whetstone scraping against a sword. It's easy enough to peer through the break of the trees, and you can see sitting outside of the house is Thazrael. He is sitting on a stool, sword aiming downward as he is currently maintaining it and sharpening it.
Thank
Seems like
God.
he hasn't noticed you yet.
Don't stab me.
I
He
was
looks
a
up.
little worried Thazrael didn't.
He looks up when you say that, says, he kind of grabs the sword almost as if to brandish it, but sees the rest of you. And then eyes land back on you, Tomo.
You know him.
And this is terribly complicated, but this is me before I was the me that you know.
Wait, did
There's
Vale
the-
get dispelled?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this
Yes.
is about.
It's,
Yes.
it's because you both have new faces.
Oh, yeah. I should also mention Cass is shorter now. He's like 5'11", but still the same.
Tomo, right?
That's real, correct?
He lets go of the sword handle. Just says, sorry, I wasn't expecting you to look like that.
To be honest, I wasn't either. Could say I've been on a spontaneous streak lately.
He stands up, takes the sword, and puts it back on his back. Decton's inside. He'll stay outside.
How's he doing?
As good as he could possibly be doing.
What happened after we left?
I'll let him explain it.
That's-
After all, I don't know the entire story myself.
I'll knock 3 times.
You knock. After a brief moment, you hear the door unlock, but he doesn't open it.
Cass is gonna grow back into his normal height.
Dacton. We're here.
The door is open. Come in.
Try not to freak out. Open the door.
You slowly open the door.
It's a very tentative. He waits a hearty half second, full second before he steps inside.
You can see he looks at you. Kind of furrows his brow a little bit. My first reaction is to say that it's not you, but I can tell. It is. This is strange. Seems we both are not quite what we're used to.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really happy you addressed it, because I was gonna make the joke that you're one to talk.
Because he's in Tregabor's body.
Oh, I forgot he was in Tregabor's body.
Yeah.
I 100% forgot about that. I was like,
So you
Kyle, is he like missing an arm all of a sudden? What happened? He is in
No. He's in
Remember-
Tregabor's body, so the two of
Remember
you...
Tragabor? I do.
Remember
I
that
miss
dude?
Trigabor, I'm not gonna lie.
I miss him too.
We're
I
all
want
in
our guy back.
So the two of you are in
other
different
bodies.
bodies in a replica of your childhood home.
Oh,
I'm
the
sure this is
irony. Yeah. You're gonna be needing therapy for the next 15 years of your life.
Come in. Sorry, come in. Last one in, could you please lock the door behind you?
Utgard will.
Cass,
Or no, go ahead.
Do you want
I like that Cass is the last one in and he has to duck
Oh my, you're also quite different.
Cass.
for some reason.
Frame.
Who's Cass? You mean Frame?
He does. He like corrects himself.
What's up, Cass?
Well, I suppose you're here because the city is quite well ill-suited for me at the moment.
Yeah.
Welcome to the manhunt list. It's a pretty short wait time, but I suppose I can make room for you on it.
Well, yeah, it's ironic. I spent most of my time here trying to get you off of that, and now I am on it too. So,
What happened?
I reappeared. I wanted to make my entrance once again, but the detectives had done a quick forensics test on the blood. It came up as mine. And Kanu had tried to arrest me, but something in the back of my brain was telling me that if I complied, something horrible would happen. So I ran. But my non-compliance appears to have solidified their idea that I am guilty. So now there is a citywide manhunt for me.
Do you think you're guilty?
I don't think it matters if I'm guilty or not. I think whoever has been doing this wants me imprisoned. For what reason, I don't know. I think they were anticipating for me to go without the issue.
Also, you hit him with the 1-2 Dumbledore kind of play, you know?
Don't make Harry Potter canon here.
That's fair.
Kyle,
Yes.
Pastry cup.
based on the information that we've acquired from all of the different, like, members of that council, can we infer that this is the lion fucker? Or perhaps
mean,
not?
It
No,
is.
he wasn't
Kanu-
smart enough.
Kanu
No,
is-
Connie was the guy
Kanu
that Utgard and Nocta fought.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
Kanu.
Lion, dude.
Yeah, so he was the lion dude.
Well, he's part of him.
Can we I don't think he made this whole plan though.
Oh, no.
He's a little too muscle-headed. It's like, so aside from Kanu, based on the ones that we spoke to, are any of them... Did any of them, like, sound like someone who would work with Kanu to make this sort of plan?
Ajax.
The ones
No,
you have
Ajax needs to be
met,
paid, and he helped us.
Well, maybe
out
he's
of the
getting
ones
paid.
that you have met and had a conversation with, none of them seem to be of that caliber or pertaining to that modus operandi.
That's one of the ones we didn't.
We forgot to meet with the snake lycanthrope. Nobody laughed, and it made it way more awkward than I made that.
I
joke.
know. All I'm thinking is,
Sorry,
all I'm
Jake.
thinking is, what if Kyle just put Orochimaru?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well,
I'm 100% convinced that Tarathiel doesn't have a hand in this either.
oh, I'm pretty sure he does, considering
I would
we
think he
saw his
would.
second lieutenant.
Yeah. The city may burn tonight. They're probably going to take advantage of the chaos that's going on right
No.
now.
Well, they didn't want
No.
it to burn.
You can see
They want to
there's
use this place.
there's kind of like a quiet knock on the door. And-
Thazriel?
Peering out, you can see Thazriel standing there.
Wait, is it him? Cast detect magic.
Utgard will
Magic.
open the
I'm
door.
assuming it's him.
You open the door. I apologize. I wasn't trying to overhear, but I did hear some talks and more explanations, and I've been thinking about it, but I may have some additional information. I have lived in this city for far longer than Dacton, so
Alright.
he steps inside and sits in one of the chairs, says, "It's a very uncommon law, but there is one that may pertain to this issue. In the event a crowned chieftain is found or convicted guilty or imprisoned for any reason, it is the duty and lawful right of the most senior member of the High Council to step in and become chieftain as well."
It sounds like we have a suspect.
Isn't
Who's
that the lion dude?
Yes, that is Kondu.
That is Kanu.
He's probably smarter than I let on.
Probably.
He's not dumb. He's able to
Yeah.
create a whole form of
He's
fighting
just-
against magic users.
Yeah.
You can see Dacton is kind of like thinking,
Oh yeah, wasn't the most senior member literally murdered and then it's Kano?
No, Kanu
no.
is still the most senior member
okay.
even before her.
Oh,
But
I
he
thought
was
she
like-
was. I don't know why.
No, he says, "I nearly forgot about that. But isn't that only temporary, right?" You can see Tazriel nods. It's like, yeah, even in the event of a criminal chieftain, imprisoned chieftain, the powers that it grants are only limited. This law only accounts for reactionary measures to have someone take the reins and right it, and then the seat of chieftain would remain empty until another one can be unanimously agreed on. So if this was a plan to permanently gain the reins of chieftain, I can't imagine that this would be the best way to go about it, but it is a thing
What
to
if-
think about.
What if you're not the only target? One of the council members died. Why wouldn't he take advantage and kill all of them?
Or at least the ones that are against him.
Yeah.
We can-
And then
That
then
would
put it
not,
on you.
if his end goal is truly to become chieftain, that would work against his goals.
Would it?
After all, in order to induct a chieftain, all seats of the High Council need to be filled, and all those filled seats need to be in unison, in unified vote. And so,
What
if he wishes to be inducted into chieftain, he would need to ensure the safety of all of the council members.
what if the plan isn't that long term?
Could be.
And I'm not saying it's his plan, but whoever's orchestrating this wants him in the head. For the simple fact that he is, I believe you guys summarize it as itching for a fight.
That's true.
If
The
you want armed
army-
forces that are willing to do anything at a drop of a hat out of sheer boredom, strong, capable.
What if that general said that they were leaving soon, not because they needed to leave, but because they were about to fill their ranks out more and no longer needed to stay?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can see Decton is thinking. There is one thing. Something I was told about by Tarathiel when I was inducted. I think Kanu knows about it too. And he just kind of like sits down and his eyes are kind of distant.
If you're about to tell us what it is, I would say a word of caution, just because, you are elisborn. He can see.
I mean, he said that
everything.
Tarathiel told him about it.
So
I guess it's true,
Tarathiel-
but then Tarathiel will know that we know.
Do you not want him to know?
You can see he's thinking, and he says, "In my mind, if I choose to delay this information, then we all die. I don't want to take that chance.
understood.
This city, it's not just a city. It's a weapon. As I was made known, this weapon may only be activated by whoever the chieftain is.
It's not
If-
calling
Well, I would need to be imprisoned for the law to take effect.
you. Okay.
That's why you couldn't die.
That's why I couldn't die.
Um,
It's why he turned me into an elisborn. But I think he knows I'm not going to do it anymore. So he's turning to somebody who will.
do you know how
Maybe
to,
we should leave.
Oh, I was gonna ask, do you know how to maybe destroy the weapon? We do have a very prolific teleporter, probably just
weapon?
30 meters outside.
Is not just a weapon. It's not a sword. It's not a cannon. It is a device to bring the city itself into the air and drop it on another city.
Interesting. That.
Oh,
Oh boy, that's a lot more than what I was thinking.
Okay.
Do you know what city?
does it matter?
I mean, probably Keimhurst.
That's what I'm thinking.
It doesn't matter which city.
I mean, it doesn't, but if we know the target.
These. Is it activated by runes or machinery? Have you seen them in person?
I have not seen it in person. In fact, I have no idea how to actually reach it. I have an idea of where the device is, but I could not find a way to get through the door. It requires a password,
The
and I do
The
not
door
know
in
how
the
to.
safe room.
yes.
The cipher.
No, not that.
Oh.
It is even further down beneath the tower. I have seen the door. I have
Sounds like
not
a
been
dungeon
beyond
run
it.
to me.
What is it? What is it made out of? The door.
Metal, stone,
Stone?
something sturdy.
I don't.
I assume magical. If you're attempting to thinking of bypassing it.
I mean, you could go around it.
What was? Was it a blank room?
I don't know. I didn't go past the door. You needed the password, and I don't
Hey,
know.
This aspect doesn't matter.
I'm gonna take a peek out the window and see if there's anyone coming.
Can you make a spot check for me, please?
Sure.
I also kind of wanted to look to see if I could see marks.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to.
Specifically marks, though.
I don't think I see anyone. I got a nat 1.
Oh, yeah, you definitely don't. You're
That
more
goes.
your mind is more drawn to the conversation at hand, but you do take peeks outside and you don't see anything.
We need.
Hey, maybe someone else should take a look
Yeah.
outside.
I will look outside while talking, I guess.
Make a spot check.
I was gonna see if I could also have Fair Dune, maybe flying around the perimeter.
Well, I got a
can't look through
very
his eyes
low
anymore.
roll.
Never mind.
It honestly, it's almost minimum, guys. So it's really not that good. 29.
29. As you're glancing
I
outside,
rolled a 4.
I'll say it's lycanthrope, so that might not be good enough.
you're glancing outside, and you just see the line of trees that surrounds this abode run down, and the motion of the underbrush and the leaves as it gets shuffled by the wind. But as you look out, you can't see anything.
It doesn't matter what this place looks like. We know a location. We don't have time to talk about logistics.
Is there a possibility that we could break through?
I don't know.
At the very least, they can't use it unless you are imprisoned. Correct?
I hope.
What happens if you run?
I don't
So
know.
for right now, we need to focus on keeping you safe
Yes.
and not in here.
We could leave. That is a very real possibility.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
Who
But
would know
just
how to?
leave. If there's a chance that a city could get dropped on another city, we can't leave.
No, not all of us, but we can at least get marks to have Thazriel and Dacton.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I agree with that.
But that the magics may be complex, and if he leaves the island, it may be seen as like dereliction of duty, and he may
that's
be
true.
like rescinded as chief.
Thazriel,
If it is so complex that it'll be transferred if he's imprisoned, it might.
I think Ugard is correct. I
Then we
don't
can
think the
risk-
best option is for Decton to leave the city, because if that does happen, they may be able to twist that into the ending that they want to transfer power to the most senior member, which is Kanu.
Then we can't risk it.
My
To be honest,
question is, why are we concerned Kanu can open the door? How would he know how?
Tarathiel might just tell him what the password is.
Wouldn't he have told Dacton then already?
Not until he needed
Why
it.
would he tell Dacton if
'Cause I
there's a
don't
risk
think
he might go rogue?
Yeah, and I don't think he trusts Dacton. Wait, hold on a second.
If the
Pause.
Can I?
Dying.
Two things, Kyle.
Mhm.
First, do I know any knowledge of words of significant importance to any lore of lycanthropes or the god associated with lycanthropes?
Make a knowledge religion check for me, please.
I would love to. That's a 19 on the die.
Let's go.
Plus 18 plus 6.
24.
25 plus 18, 30, 40, 42, 43, 40, 43.
Unfortunately, nothing comes to you.
Okay, then secondly, I would like to open the book from Zaith.
Okay.
Is there any information in here about a sort of dispelling magic?
Could you make a search check for me, please?
Plot twist. Kana
When
gets
did?
super
Oh, that's
hungry,
right.
eats the
I was about to say,
magic
when did my search become so high? But I put all of my human skill points into it.
out. Let's go.
Honestly.
Oh my god.
I did that with spellcraft.
Do I have?
I will
Anything
say it
that
has come to my
increases-
attention that I can learn unique spells
Yeah.
as well. So
Okay.
if we do find anything in there, possibly let me know, and I might just be able to learn it.
$38.
38.
Like a pinpointed dispel magic.
You're flipping through the pages, and even though you are good at skimming these pages and reading throughout these spells and getting everything down, you're going through all these different abjurations, reading whatever history Zaith had put down and accounted for. It still takes you a handful of minutes as you are searching through, scanning, as the rest of you are there, looking. And Nolson, as you are awaiting... Lex is frozen. And Nolson, as you are waiting for Frayne to come up with an answer, to find whatever he is looking for, your eyes kind of are caught by something outside. You look through the window, and something you didn't see before is a figure standing among the tree line, hands up, aiming forward towards the home.
Underman.
And before your mind could fully comprehend what you are looking at, he casts a fireball. Can I have...
Wait, hold on.
Can I have everybody roll a reflex saving throw for
all
me,
the cameras
please?
are gonna be fucked up for this,
Wait.
but okay. Oh, actually, they're not too bad. Kyle's just in Lex's spot, and
Okay,
the
so
bot is the DM.
Yeah!
Reflex save.
Okay.
A
Damn it,
reflex saving throw for me, please.
I unfortunately do not have counter spell, so am I able to respond with a mass conviction?
No, you were caught off guard.
No, I understand, but mass conviction gives a +2 to saving throws to everyone.
No, you cannot make it a
No.
reaction. You are caught
Hey.
off guard. You are technically flat-footed right now.
Hey, Kyle, has it been
you
a
did not
day
spot
since
this
our
before.
last battle?
Yeah, we slept.
I believe it was.
Okay. So my things have their charges.
14 total.
14
14
fails.
total. Save.
14 also fails.
I am just a lot more likely to die than you are.
I got an 11.
Also, if this
one.
is fire, I have resistance 15.
I do not.
I have resistance 15 and damage reduction, which I believe stack because they're different.
So
Damage
that's
reduction
a-
is for an attack.
that
Oh,
is
that's
a-
right. And this is
clean-
magic. Never mind.
That is a clean natty 1.
Natural
my
1, that fails.
God.
I got an
Mara, please
11.
tell me-
Then you get alter fortune. Reroll that.
Let's go!
Oh, thank God.
This is for saving throws.
Nat 20!
Really?
It goes
Yeah.
from the worst to the
Wait.
best.
What was that?
Altered fortune.
Was that a reaction? You guys can't take reactions right now.
It's instantaneous.
Yeah, that's a reaction. An instantaneous is not a reaction, and you cannot take reactions right now. All of you are flat-footed, so there is no interaction that you can do right now.
Oh my God.
11.
let me have a 20 to
So
the
Nelson still
roll.
fails. 11 fails.
Where's Lex? We need Tomo.
Where is? I think her internet just died
Yeah.
Yeah.
or something.
My D20 has gone missing. It was here. I didn't move anywhere. I didn't roll it off the table.
In the
but
chat.
It's gone.
We're going into combat. I don't have my new item, Kyle. It's sad.
Well,
Is
we'll see.
Kyle,
I
is this
actually kinda-
is this a Tailspire?
Uh,
I mean, I actually
just
Peter,
the session
we'll
is
figure it out.
ending.
yeah, that's what my
So
assumption.
yes.
That was
So
my
this this is happening, and then we will pick up next session
Oh, I
with
see.
combat.
yeah, that was my full assumption.
I might not be in the next combat. Oh, there's Lex.
There she is.
Roll reflex.
Well, not quite. My laptop is still trying to connect to an internet that is.
Oh God.
No,
Ah,
Hey, Lex, deconnect your phone from the internet.
go on.
I don't know if she heard that.
Yeah,
so,
go on data.
Yeah, go on data.
Kyle, did I would have had to roll a higher spot check?
Yes.
Damn, that 4 fucked me actually. That sucks. You have such a high spot.
you need
Oh,
a
there
5.
she goes again.
Oh, no.
I actually might have. It might have been literally a DC.
30.
30.
Yeah, DC 30 could have really been a 5.
Someone should have helped him.
Yeah, but they didn't.
Guys, use help more often.
The rolls
Back,
are
Lex?
rolled.
No, it's not metagaming when you see a party member who,
Hello?
before they roll,
Hello?
is about to do something. You're allowed to help them.
It's called the help action.
It's called the help
Lex.
action.
Hi.
Are you back
I-
on your laptop?
I froze so hard, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Can you
just-
turn on your camera?
Turn your
I'm
camera,
working on it.
turn your
Hold
camera
on.
back on and roll a reflex save.
Why?
Yes.
Am I getting stabbed again?
No, we're
No.
all getting
Kyle,
No.
We're all being stabbed with fire.
As
What?
I'm explaining, as I was explaining, as
There she is.
Hi.
As Frayne was trying to look through the book, Nolson's eyes were caught by something outside, and it was a figure in the tree line who casted Fireball before Nolson's brain could like react to what was happening.
Hold
so
on.
everybody is rolling
How-
reflex.
Hold,
I
I,
have
would
ring
like.
of anticipation. I can't be surprised.
That doesn't account in this.
No, it does not. Okay.
Question: how far away is he?
The
You
caster.
can't. You are flat-footed. You cannot make any reactions.
No,
Well, she
I
would've known.
I become aware of all spell casting within 60 feet.
It was
I do
more
not
than
need to
60
see the
probably-
caster
that
or
was
effect in
definitely-
order for this
It
to
was
happen.
more than 60 feet.
If it was from the tree line,
It was yeah. It was out in the
That's
tree
far.
line. That
That's
is
far.
more. That is more akin to like 100 and to 100.
That is
away.
dangerous. That is highly combustible.
Well, he wasn't
I don't think
firing
they
it
give
at
a-
the trees.
I also don't think they give a shit.
All
Give
right,
me a
sorry.
reflex
So,
save.
reflex save. We're in a burning building. Y'all.
Those
Stop it.
poor inanimate dolls.
Nat 20
Natural 20.
Nice.
That succeeds.
plus.
Sweet Daisy, what is
You need
yours?
the plus.
Mine's 19.
19. Let me double check.
Plus 10, so 30 in
19
total.
succeeds. Okay.
Gonna-
Those of you who failed the reflex saving throw, you all take 35 points of fire damage.
Mine is reduced down to 20.
I am down to 13.
Kyle, once we get hit, what do you say that I'm able to take a reaction to like getting hit?
Once you are hit,
So
then
okay, I'm gonna activate the energy immunity on my armor, so it
Yes.
changes red, and I take no damage.
and then Sweet Daisy and Tomo, you take 17 fire damage.
Okay, we use.
Like
35
Utgard,
then.
I will do the same to my fancy new armor because I have
As-
armor now.
As this fireball just collides with the front of the dilapidated house, splintering the front of it. Some of you are kind of like almost blown back by the force as the cinders begin burning up. Some of the parts of the house are starting to catch on fire, and you can see a handful of lion soldiers all rush out of the forest, brandish weapons, and that's where we're going to end today's session.
Right. Kyle, as a reactionary, can I put the book away and bring out wings?
You can put away the book, but not the wings.
Okay.
Would I have time to do
Next
anything, or is it
session.
more like
It's more of a now we're going into initiative.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
anything you want to do, it would have to be in rounds of initiative.